Let's talk about it. The footage heard around the world. The CM footage. CM Punk got an argument with Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. They tuffled. They separated. CM Punk said some mean words that we couldn't hear. And everyone lost their fucking minds. I I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is such a big thing that I didn't give a fuck about and didn't feel good or bad in any way. Was it the worst thing that's ever happened in pro wrestling? Not even this fucking week. Not even this week. Is it the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread? Definitely not. Definitely not. Did it help the Young Bucks? Did it help Scapegoat? Yeah, I believe so. Would I have done it? No. But I don't think it's the worst thing. Everyone's like, it's WCW 2000. Tell me you didn't see WCW 2000 without telling me you've seen WCW 2000.
Not only that, but remember, we went back and watched some of the ending WCWs.
It wasn't that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Like WWE prior to
we
Monday
thought it
Night
would be
Wars
the worst
was
punishment
unwatchable.
ever.
And the John Cena era, that's propaganda. The John Cena, Dave Batista, Randy Orton. It might be your childhood.
Honestly,
that was pretty fucking rough.
If they hadn't killed WCW based off the quality of the last few WCWs, I probably would have kept watching WCW. Like, as soon as Cena became a mainstay, I probably would have been on WCW again.
Yep. So it is interesting. Me and SidsLight are both infantry members. And the infantry, we have a tree line. We just, hey, let's go fight. All right, let's go fight. No one gets suckered punch. You know what's coming up. Listen, we got to militarize people. Context is everything.
All right, on the line of the sucker punch, more or less. Well, yes, Jack was fixing his hair. If they were actually, we don't know what was being said. If they were heated and engaged, and it was like a big one of those points where this is, if you, I'm gonna stress this: fighting is not the answer. Don't fight. Fighting sucks. You get hurt even if you're good at fighting. Your hands hurt. Yeah, like I'm telling you, even if you kick the shit out of the other guy, your hands hurt. Like no matter what you do, you're injuring yourself to fight. I don't encourage you to fight and solve problems.
Can you tell them about the bonus of concussions?
Oh yeah, concussions, great stuff. Your best case scenario though, you get hand arthritis. That's where you're leading yourself to.
Anyways,
I want to say don't fight before I get to my point.
All right, go ahead.
That said,
that was a
if you've been in a lot of fights, there's a point where talking gets. There are things that have been said, and the conversation has hit a tone where you both know it's who's going to make the first move. So if you're waiting for the other guy to make the first move, I can see how him going up in close quarters toward his hair, I could see how that hand coming up could be mistaken as a hand coming up to do something else. Yeah, it's too close.
Your hands are too close.
Yes.
Maybe sucker punch.
That said,
go ahead.
That said, I definitely think it looks a little bit like he's kind of a scumbag in this footage from how it went down. But it also doesn't look that bad at all. It got broken up quickly. He didn't try and force back into the fight. It didn't look like he went after Tony very hard because nobody really had to fight. You can look at the way people's muscles are and stuff in footage like that and see how much effort's being put into holding someone back. Nobody was really trying to hold back Punk. Punk wasn't really trying to get toward anybody either. He was annoyed, it seemed like. It didn't even seem like he was rip shit angry. It just seemed like he was annoyed.
Yeah, Chris Hero was having the time of his life. And Samoa Joe's like,
Chris
bro,
Hero
we gotta go to
like
work.
He was breaking down.
Like Samoa Joe just walked in like, bro, we gotta go to work.
It made Joe look great. That footage, if your goal was to make Joe, your champion, look good, actually do you think on some level he thought releasing that would make his champion look good and CM Punk look bad and he just massively misjudged?
Possibility. here's my thing. I would have shown the footage right away or not at all. I think
Exactly.
just because people shit on you in all the media scrums, it's not worth showing the footage. And here's the thing.
They were
Um,
baiting you.
Me and Sid, we had an occupation where we had to fight. I have worked in a wrestling promotion where I fought. I've actually fought people under WWE and AEW contracts. The difference is, I'm not a fucking bitch. Just fucking, oh, we threw fist. Okay, let's move about our ways.
He fought Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler.
I've never fought Jim Ross or Jerry Lawler.
Oh, I got him, guys. It was JR. He fought the king.
It wasn't. But yeah, like, dude, that was like such a bitch fight. Like, I wouldn't have released it because anyone that's thrown fist for real, I'm like, oh, you're an internet tough guy, for the love of fucking Christ. But anyone that's thrown fist for real, that's a bitch fight, bro. Why release the footage? Why release the footage?
Yeah, that wasn't a fight. That wasn't
Yeah, it was.
a fight.
It was a scruffle. Like that shit happens all the time.
You're
on
both
the floor
walking.
nowadays.
If you're
It's all the
looking for a
fucking
fight
time.
where nobody gets hurt, honestly, that was the best case scenario. I don't think either of their hands hurt.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't even call it a fight. I'd call it a scuffle. I thought,
It
yo,
was
there was a little
scuffle.
little scuffle.
Now, in a professional environment, do you get fired for that? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But is it a big deal? I don't think so. It was a
No,
scuffle.
no. I do find it to be weird, but I do think the Young Bucks using it benefit. I think it definitely benefited Jack Perry in Chicago. That fan base was going crazy. So storylines, it kind of makes sense. It's just like the idea of it on paper is great. The actual fight is such a fucking waste. And here's the big thing.
Yeah.
If you like CM Punk, you still like CM Punk. If you fucking thought CM Punk's an asshole, you still think CM Punk's an asshole. It solved nothing. And
Well, it solved one thing. It did solve one thing. It does dead the topic.
yeah.
Nobody's going to be debating what may or may not have happened anymore. The
That's
topic
true.
is now going to be dead, and they're not going to be bringing it up every presser. So I guess, in a way, he bit the bullet and he took the damage from releasing it now rather than continue to wait and keep eating shots.
Yeah.
Do I think that was the best idea? No. But
here's my
it
thing.
was his.
I think you have to release the footage right away or you don't. That's kind of like me, you know? And those that are tribalistic, like, this would never happen, Bret Hart. Done. We're done this conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would never happen, Bret Hart. Okay.
Vince came out looking better after that than I think Tony's going to.
Maybe, but I just think that's because the image people have of each one. Like, I don't think releasing the footage or the documentary, anyone's changing their mind on either one. The only difference is that Vince can play the tough guy part where Tony can't. That's the only difference. They're pretty much the same person except one can act.
Yeah.
That's it. If Tony was on, you know, the secret magic stuff, Vince's magic stuff. If you went on Vince's magic stuff and could act, maybe you could make something out of it. But it's already been done, you know. So I don't know. I know one thing. I don't think I fear either of them.
No.
And I'm a fat old man. That's a fat fucking old man saying that. I'm not really fucking rocking it.
I mean, to be fair, there's weight classes. Those two guys shouldn't be in the same weight class to begin with.
No.
In a real world where, you know, CM Punk should never have been able to fight in the UFC, they also wouldn't have been able to fight because of weight classes.
100%. All right.
What is he? It's got to be like, what, 2-3 weight classes apart?
I don't know, because he's way taller. He's probably way heavier.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's just so tiny.
He's super skinny, but I'm sure he outweighs him. Maybe we'll have to look at the footage. All right. I meant to tell on a tape, but let's watch the footage 800 times.